Raul Jared Conanan from Don Bosco Technical College. And today, I will be showing you how to make one of my favorite cakes, the carrot cake. First, you will need, of course, the carrots, 500 grams, and make sure they're grated. Next, you will need 250 grams of crushed peanuts to add texture and flavor. Same thing with the pecan nuts, but make sure this time they're semi-crushed. You will need 125 grams of them. Then, you will need 2 tablespoons of cinnamon powder. Then, you will need 1 tablespoon of baking soda and another tablespoon of baking powder. You will also need 3 cups of brown sugar, 4 cups of sifted flour, and you will also need 8 eggs and melted butter. Then, this is also some vegetable oil. And also, this is the 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract.
How much vegetable oil?
Well, it is about 1 cup of vegetable oil. As you see, 1 cup. Then, I will show you now how you will make this. We are going to start mixing the different ingredients together. Let's start with the dry ingredients such as the flour, the baking soda, the baking powder, the cinnamon powder, and the sugar. And you must mix it thoroughly. So, it looks very much like chocolate milk mixed with vanilla milk. Like one of those little food experiments. And then, it looks very much like, it smells very cinnamon-like. It smells so good. Smells like, Starbucks, and when you're eating the cinnamon there. Although the cinnamon is very expensive. And now, let's start with the wet ingredients. Let's start with the eggs. You must beat the eggs until it has a very bubbly consistency. It must be very bubbly. Which must look like a scrambled egg, only liquefied. Then, you must mix the liquefied butter into the batter or the mixture of the wet ingredients. Then, you put in the vanilla extract. Then, you put in the vegetable oil. And then, you mix them all together. Smells so good with that vanilla. Very, very good. Then, you mix the dry ingredient mixture with the wet ingredient mixture. Make sure it is mixed thoroughly. And it actually looks more like chocolate milk powder, the dry ingredient mixture. And now it should start looking like this. A bit mushy and a bit swirly. It should spill a lot of, powder, but it does smell good. Like with the vanilla and the cinnamon. Wow! Smells very much like vanilla. But did you know that? And then now, you're going to mix the carrots with the batter or into the batter. That's why it's called the carrot cake, because of course you need carrots. And then you add the peanuts. make sure, and those peanuts are actually crushed. Could you imagine that we crushed those peanuts,
The second.
the pecan nuts, with a hammer, and then now we also put the pecan nuts. It's starting to look very mushy, which it should.
Okay, now let's prepare.
Now let's prepare the oven.
Set
It
to
and it
hot.
must be set to 180 degrees. Oven to 180 degrees. You will also want to put butter on the baking dish. Why, if you ask? So that the batter doesn't stick to the baking dish.
Start pouring.
And now let's start pouring the batter into the baking dish.
Need help. RJ, it's very hot there.
Dito ka lang, bibigyan mo sila. Okay, stay.
The carrot batter looks more like menudo. Well, sort of like menudo.
Make sure it's only 1/3.
Yeah, one-third of the way. Because we don't want it overflowing. Because it
Because
will
it will still rise.
Yeah, because it will still rise when it's in the oven. And if you want to check if it's, cooked already, you should you grab a toothpick and poke the toothpick deeply into the cake.
Gina, need help.
And then after poking it into the cake, if nothing comes with, if the toothpick is clean when it comes out, that means the carrot cake's baked. But if it's still sort of, mushy and something mushy comes with the toothpick, it still needs to bake for a few minutes. Really looks like menudo. And now let's put it in the oven. It does the job of baking.
Let's put 4 first.
Four
The next
first.
batch later. This makes 6 actually.
You can make 6. It's 4. 4. Let's see.
27.
4:27, and it's so meaning about
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. This is how the carrot cake looks like when it's already baked. Very yummy.
Smells